All right, good evening. Welcome to Southside. Game one of the Bantam Minor Spring season. Fox to take on Compuware tonight here at Southside. 2 games tomorrow against Honda in Detroit. Bear with me. Fox is wearing all different numbers here. A few new kids in the mix. Forward looks like we're going to have Leonard, Ryder, Adams, Braxton Penny. D is Lenny and Andrew, and in goal is Preston Churchill. Top wins the draw. Got up in the feet. Pass through the middle, doesn't connect. Going to bounce in deep. Andrew picks this up. Spins it behind the net. Andrew comes out far side. Takes a look, moves it up. Chips through, intercepted. Penny drags it forward, though. Comp with it in front of their net. Off the boards, out of the zone. Icing arm is up, and waved off. Churchill pushing him back. Gets it to, I believe that's Penny. Over to, no, that was Adams. To Mitchell. Mitchell misses Penny. Pucks in the zone outside. Penning gets chased. Now he bails out. Puck tipped up along. Mitchell moves that in deep. Day in on the forecheck now. Comp spins this out of the zone. Gets past Langen. Puck in deep. Oops, sorry about that. O'Gorman picks this up. O'Gorman spins it around. Nobody home. Mitchell has to send it back around. O'Gorman on it. No, sorry, Langen on it behind the net. Moving to O'Gorman. Tips ahead. Not out. Now it's out. Boyster on the forecheck. Puck in deep. Tips around. Langen gets a stick on this. Breaks it up. Ryan picks it up. At the face-off dot. Tries to throw it out. Hits the top player back in the zone. Up chipped in deep. Ryan's the first one there. Ryan lays the body. Has that taken away in the corner. Caught up by Langen. Tom comes away with it. Dave flips it through the middle. Connects with, I think that's Leonard. He walks in. Shot saved up into the netting. Coops and Fink on the back end. Thornton and Taya and Hartz at forward. Clean win by Hartz up to Fink. Fink walks the line, takes a shot through, safe. Up in the corner now. Kale with it. Kale throws this in deep. Goalie out to play it, sets this up. And Taya on the forecheck takes this away. It's up from Hartz. Hartz pitches it along deep. Kale into it. Spun up. Coops tries to take this away. Moves it in deep. Gets out from Taya. Moves it up top for Hartz. Hartz pitches it down deep. Right to Comp. Comp through the middle. Doesn't get through. Comp with it. Kale on the forecheck. It's sent around him. Hits a foot goal. Goes to Taya. Kale with it in the corner. Tries to backhand along Camp. Comp with it. Down to a Fink. Down to Thornton. Skips his stick. In deep. Puck tied up. Thornton forces it behind the net. Taya on it. Chips it along. Taken off of his stick though. Comp with it. Hard ties this up at the face-off dot. Or at the scorer's dot. Puck chipped in deep. Fink with it. Sides again, throwing it up. Turns it over right in the middle. Comp shoots. Tertia with his first save of the game. Big save and a 2-on-0 there. Flipped through the middle by Fox. Glove down by Fox after a hand pass. Adams, Penny, I believe it's Mitchell with Penny and Kirkhoff. Takes up one to Henning, over to Kirkhoff. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Icing. Takes up one by Fox. Comp takes it though. Tied up along the boards. Ryder in on it. Ryder trying to kick it forward. Count keeps it, puts it in deep. Kirkster plays it side of the net for Kurtok. Kurtok fans on this. Lenny ties it up in the corner though. Kurtok rims one, right to Comp, throwing back behind the net. Comp with it. Comp reverses course. Kurtok lifts the stick. Ties him up. Henning pokes it forward to Penny. Penny through the middle, just gets out. Adams is going to pick this up. He's got, I think, Mitchell with him. Tries to force the one through, turned over. Henning thought about stepping, and we're in a one-on-one now with Langham. Jack forces him into the corner and knocks the puck away. No. Tom's still on it, D. Goes down, has to spin this in deep. Henning picks it up with time. Henning takes a look, rims it around for Adams. Adams can't get that out. Tom centers one, nobody home. Big bounce. Leonard chips to Langen. Langen leads the breakout. Langen tries to chip it in deep. Knocked down. It's out for Mitchell. Mitchell pokes this along. Top behind the net. Ryan forces a bad pass. Day throws it down low. Ryan can't corral it. Comp comes away with it. Comp exits his own. Doesn't touch his stick. Icing. Back there. Sorry, new tripod here, trying to get the feel of it. It's a lot more sturdy than the last one. Same five. Mitchell, Toysher, Day, O'Gorman, Langen. Ryan tossed out of the dot. Takes up one by Comp. Behind the net. Cycle back again. Comp far side with it. Tips along. O'Gorman steps. Day turns it over. Through the middle. Puck ricochets. Back to Ryan. Loose. Got by Fox. Saved by the goalie. Comp exits with speed. Going in deep. Around the right. Langen gets chased. Steals the body. Doesn't get fucked up. Gorman goes for the hit, misses. Comp throws it up the board. Chips along, out of the zone. Comp with it in the neutral zone now. Near side, Hartz gets a stick on this. Comp with it. Chipped in deep by Hartz. One on five. Oh, Hartz is going to get a penalty here. Chipped in deep. Fink touches it. Penalty coming to Fox for a cross check. So we got Fink and Coops with, I think it's Thornton and Antea. And to take the draw. Face off one. That's in the back of the net. Comp strikes first. There's that one by Comp. Down low, D to D. Back down to him. Takes a look through the middle. Chipped in deep. Fink picks this up. Behind the net. Goes the breaks on. Chips out to Coops. Coops back to Fink. Fink up ahead. Ryder chips it out of the zone. Comp with it. Can't get past Adams. Puck chipped in deep. Comp on it. To the forward. Cut off by Adams. Adams delays. Brings it in now. Throws the break on. Adams along the boards. Turned over. Chipped out by Comp. Nancy thought about stepping. Gets through him. Lenny picks it up though. Lenny turns with it. Lenny with time. Skates it in. Goes the brakes on. Takes a look. Lenny back down low. Sends it along. Chipped out in front. Nobody home. Comp with numbers. Delayed offside. So new rule this year for this age, there's delayed offside. So you can be in the zone without the puck. Shot on goal, saved. You just have to, it's NHL rules essentially now for the boys. Puck, not around Lenny, turns it away. Kicked by Andrew up front. Day off the boards, a little too strong for himself. Count picks this up. Through the middle, connects. Harassed by Ryan. Now he gets it near side. Gets it through the middle, cut off by Liam. Thrown in deep. Fox gets a change. Through the middle, just barely outside. And Taya on it over to O'Gorman. O'Gorman enters with time. Through the middle, covered. Face off one. Pomp with it down low. Behind the net, Kale ties this up, cuts it off. Turned over. Oh, chipped just out of the zone. By Count. Count in, one-on-one. Chipped away. Kale picks this up. Tries to go off the boards, not out. Chip back in deep. O'Gorman on it. Behind the net with it. Chipped ahead. Through the middle now. Hart's on it. Hart's. O'Gorman and Thornton. Knocked off his stick. Hart's has that taken away. Poked away. Fanned on. Not out. In the feet. Comp gets in around. Shot. Goes behind the net. Backhand attempt. Cut off by Hart's. To the point. Shot. Blocked. Bouncing puck. Dale can't get there. Puck's out of the zone. No. Excuse me. Down low. Langen with it now. Langen exits his speed. Jack in. 1-on-4. Goes the brakes on. Takes a look. Throws it through the middle to a soft spot. Box off the bounce. 10 in deep. Down low. Adams ties this up. Fox comes out with it. Up to the point. Think on it. Sends a shot through. Tipped. Loose. Covered. Adams, Penny, Mitchell, Fink, Coops. Tom put it down low. Penny gives space. Ties him up. Moves up to the point. Coops at the blue line. Gets one down low. Penny with it. Takes a look. Into the boards. He's tied up. Tom tries to flip this out of zone. Can't. Puck moves up to Coops. Coops sends one down wide. Fink steps down for it. Rims it around for Penny. Penny bouncing puck up to the point to Coops. Coops walks the blue line. Over to Fink. Fink down low. Top of the circle. Shot. Glove save. Face off, tied up. Comp takes it out. Puck dives down. Comp with it. Moves near side. Connects at the red line. Indeed. Turks out to play it. Settles it. Henning skates into it. Tries to get it to Andrew. Caught up in Andrew's feet. Andrew takes a hit to Lenny. Puck is cut off in front of Day. Andrew behind the net with it now. Pokes it ahead to Ryan. Ryan takes a look. There's the brakes on. Near side for Day. Day chips one too far ahead for Andrew. Andrew follows it in the corner. Gets help from, I believe that's Leonard. Comp comes away with it. Turned over. Nope. Out of his own. Around Lenny. Andrew picks him up though. Or not Andrew, Ryan rather. Puck moves in deep by Lenny. Fox gets the change. 6:40 left, first period. Comp with it near side. Cut off by Hart. Hart's around the contact. Down low. Gets out. Puck comes up to Kale. Kale down low. Shift around in the corner. Tail ties him up. Puck's tied up. Pops through the feet. Not out. Langen sends one out. Goalie covers. It's off. 1-5. Tom takes it away though. Exits his zone. Enters onside. It's around O'Gorman. Throws the brakes on. Down low. Poked away. Shift through the middle. Comp with it. Comp at the blue line. Sends it down deep. Behind the net with it. Comp on it. Backhand it along. Langen's going to be the first one there. Langen chips it ahead. Not out. Punch back down low. Gorman with it. I don't have any money. Top with it. Ripped in deep. First doesn't quite get there. Adams turns back with it. Takes a look up the middle. Couldn't get there. Gets softly ahead to Penny. Penny takes a hit. Down low. Top behind the net with it. Now near side. Through the middle. Connects. In through the D. Covered by the goal. Ryan tossed out of the dot again. First off, tied up in the circle. Ryan pokes it ahead, right to the point though. Top, sends down low, behind the net now. Oops, ties us up, gets help from Day. Pops out, D side to Fink. Fink behind the net with it now. Goes the brakes on, takes a look. Through traffic, turned over. Fink gets it back, goes it to Day. Day kicks it ahead. Around the contact, can't quite get there. Stoicher. If not in deep, now Fink moves it in deep. Goalie out to play it, sets it up behind the net. Looks to break out, far side. Chip. Tom turns back away with it, and then D zone. Ryan, I believe nope, it's Antea hard after him. Through the middle, hits Andrew's stick in deep. Goalie plays it up to Kale. Kale tips it ahead to Hartz. Hartz goes to brakes. No, he doesn't. Powers around, tries to center one, hits the feet. Kale finds it, gets a whack on it. Puck's loose, side of the net. Kale picks this up. Centers one to Andrew, bounces off the stick to Hartz. Chipped around Kale, out of the zone. Picked up in front of Turkstra by Krochuk. Krochuk takes a look. Moves it to Kale. Kale drops it to Andrew. Andrew, far side, doesn't connect. Backhanded in deep by Hartz. Top cycles it. Takes a look. Throws the brakes on. Chip past Kale. And on Langen. Langen with a hit, frees us up for O'Gorman. O'Gorman flips this, not out. Penny with the stick lift gets it out of the zone now. Puck hits the feet of Adams. Mitchell throws this in deep. Adams gets chased. Doesn't get there, Comp rims it around. The blue line. Tries to get around Langen, can't. Langen backhands one for O'Gorman. O'Gorman through the middle, hits Adams. Adams enters the zone. Penny drives the net. Ryder tries to throw one to him, doesn't connect. O'Gorman down low for it, sends one through. Turn down low to Adams. He's not going to get there. Comp with it behind the net. Adams applies pressure. Comp D to D, near side. Shift ahead. Langen collects this. Oh, that's going to be offside. Ryan wins this draw, same time. Fink behind the net for Coops. Coops misses this. Skates into it, moves up to the point. Shot, tipped it out, kicked into the corner by Fink. Fink backhands one along. Down low again. Pump on it. Up to the point. Shot through. Turkster gets a glove on it. Loose in front. Now it's in the corner. Backhand in the long. Not out though. Pump at the point. Shot. Turkster puts in the corner. Coops on it. Coops around. He has Day near side. Bounces off Day's stick right to Comp. Comp backhands this one along. Cut off by Fink. Throws it in deep. Kicked out of the zone now. Flipped in deep. Backhanded by Fink to Coops. Coops takes a look. Coops near side. Going ahead. Can't tell who that is. I think it was Kale. Has that. Oh, and Kale with it. Nope, thrown in deep. Right on Turkster. We cover. Takes out down low. Lenny. Not out. Misses that puck. Lenny out. Right up in the corner. Comp comes away with it. Going through the middle, up in the air. Turkster punches it down in the middle. Comp takes this away. Shot through. Turkster with the save. Draw down low. Lenny rims it around. Tied up. Comp comes away with it at the dot. Shot. Turkster save. Loose in the middle. Rolling puck. Chipped ahead. Not out. Comp keeps him in the zone. On the east side. Adams chips this out. 30 seconds left. Comp with it. D to D now. The red line. Chipped in deep. Andrew picks this up. Behind the net. Chipped ahead for Adams. Adams lets this bounce. Penny's not going to get there. Puck back down low. Fox exits the zone with it. Turned over. OG chips this ahead. That will do it for the period. Pretty much. Spins this draw on your side. Deep picks it up. Takes a look. Moves it to his partner. Through the middle. Back to the count. Spins it deep. Shift ahead. Ryan with the hit. Puck tied up. Comp looks to exit. Chip through the middle. Langen on it. Langen over to O'Gorman. Knocked down by Fox. Chip to Ryan. To Liam. Poked away. Fox takes into this stuff. Through the middle. Ryan behind the net. Drops to Liam. Shot save. To the point. Langen can't get there. Langen to O'Gorman. Back to Langen. Chipped ahead. Thrown in deep. Down on the forecheck. On around. Hoop steps. Pokes ahead. Arch on it. Arch takes it in deep. Arch with it. Backhands one down low. Rimmed around to the point. Down low. Shot. Oh, hits the post up into the netting. Face off to Kale. Hands on this. Indeed. Coops gets a stick on this. Bats it out of the zone. Top on it. And the net. Comp with it. Hearts. Oh, gets a stick on this. Turns him over. Coops. Tries to throw it through the middle. Hits Antea. Antea can't drag it. Antea with it. She's taken down. Nothing. Comp flips this ahead. Not out of the zone. Pro chalk down low. In the feet. Hearts. Back to him. Comp takes this. Through the middle. Kale picks it up. Kale slides it in deep. Comp on it. Lenny steps. Flips around him. Oh, goes down. Lenny with it. Lenny. Andrew can't skate into this. Turned over. Comp with it. Moved in deep. Nope, not. Adams on it. Right by the ref. Henning chips ahead softly. Fox, far side for Andrew. Andrew through the middle. Finds Penny. Penny drags this in. Gets around one. There's the brakes on. He's got Adams. Adams sends one through the air to Andrew. Can't knock it down. Andrew cycles this in deep for Adams. Adams chips ahead. Taken away by Comp. Comp through the middle. Icing arm is up. It's going to be waved off. And he picks this up. Throws the brakes on. Exits the zone. Shift in deep. Comp picks this up. Spins it around. Tied up. Going in deep now. Comp with it. To the wing. AG keeps this in. Sends it in deep. Ryan after it. Ryan ties him up. Puck spun in deep by Comp. Spun all the way around. Langen steps. Keeps this in. Comp throws it through the middle. Cut off by Comp. Thrown in deep. Mason's waved off. Langen picks it up. Drops to OG. Turned over to Comp. Throws this one in on net. Puts it into the corner. Hudson and Taya on the forecheck. Comp still with it. Down deep. Langen steps. Not going to get there, but Coops picks it up at the neutral zone. Coops sets his alone with it. Chips ahead. To the middle and Taya on it. Up to the point. Fink to Coops. Coops to the middle, into the corner. Puck out of play. Let's have one midtail to Fink. Thrown in deep. And Taya picks us up to the middle, tries to hit Hearts, taken by Comp. Comp enters the zone. Round Fink. Shot save. Still with it behind the net. That's out of the zone. Comp just throws this in deep. Turks her out for it. Knocks it down. Keeps with it. Spun down deep. Fink with it. Backhands it along for Coops. Coops takes a look. Turned over. Coops gets it back up. Coops through the middle. Gets it out of the zone. Skips and Taya sticks. Comp throws it in deep. Turks her out for it. Backhands it along. Comp's going to take this. Good hit by Fink. Ties it up. Down low. Tied up with Hearts and Fink. Pops out. Tied right back up. Puck down low. Side of the net. In the corner now. Tail with the hit, and Fink picks it up. Fink backhands one along for Taya. Taya through the middle. Got Hearts. Skips off his stick. Comp with it now. Spins around. Hearts forces him deep. Switches the kick. Comp with it. Gets ahead by Coops. Coops brings it in deep. Backhands. Nobody there. Chipped along. Andrew gloves this down to the blue line. Andrew with it. Walks the blue line. Andrew hacks down. Lenny with it. Drops it for Andrew. Andrew fields the puck. Round one, round two, through the middle. Connects. 3-on-2 now. Adams and Kosov join him. Poked away. Up with it. Adams forces him back. Andrew moves this ahead. Puck in deep now. Icing arm is up. And cut. Down low, off the boards to OG. Sends one through. Picked up in the air. Coach is the first one there. Goes breaks on, moves it up top for Langen. Langen over to OG through the middle, hits Ryan. Ryan walks in. Shot. Scores. Let's have one by Ryan to OG. Gets a look, puts it off the boards, takes it. Out of the zone, and Langen rims it right back down. Slowly cuts it off. In the middle, Ryan forces that up in the air, comes to OG. OG over to Langen. Going in deep. Hearts on it. Shot wide. Up with it, turned over. Okay, centers one, nobody home. Comp exits with speed. Around OG. So we're going to do an ice cut now. All right, back for the start of the second half. 1-1 tie. 8:22 left, second period. Koisher, Adams, Day, Crochaw, Penny. Up thrown in deep. Dirkstra can't get there. Skips all the way around. Back in deep. Andrew gets a piece of this. Tom still with it. Up in deep. Lenny picks him up. And he ties him up. Still on it. Kicks ahead. Andrew in the feet now. Lenny and Andrew. Puck comes free behind the net. Tomp on it. Lenny on him. Tomp still with it. Drops. Shot through. Dirkstra paddles it down. Gets help from Adams. Adams cycles too far for Koisher. To the point now. Comes one through. Dirkstra gets a leg pad on it. Kicks it in the corner. Koisher on it. Up to the point. D to D. At the BC logo, they have to tuck it in deep. Now picks this up, down low. Takes a look, he's got him through the middle. Walks in, scores. Takes off, out up in the feet, Top throws this ahead. Back down low, Coops, bank. He's going to be the first one there. Backhands one along, too strong for Coops. Coops in the corner. Moves ahead to Anteo. Anteo chips ahead. Picked up by Fox down low. Centers, put back in the corner. I think that's Hart's down low on it. Hart's tied up. Puck pops free. Two Fox. Overskated though. Comp with it. Got to exit the zone. Can't. Hart's with a hit. Puck spun down low by Comp. Thanks steps. Doesn't get there. Thrown out of the zone. Coops picks this up. Takes a look. Throws it ahead. Hits. I think that's Mitchell. Mitchell chips ahead too far. Comp throws this out of the zone. Pink dumps it in deep. Hartz gets back on side. Comp picks it up. That low. OG gets there. Turned over. Centered. And he gets a stick on this. Comp still with it though. Comp sends one wide. Leonard. That's it. Langen calls for it. He obliges. Langen chips in deep. Penny gives chase. Through the middle. Comp on it. Down low. Gale gets a stick on this. Up in the air. Knocked down. Penny picks this up. Langen tries to cycle it down low. Comp takes it up. Throws him around. OG steps. Ties this up. Down low now. Comp on it. Comp behind the net. Tied up. Langen takes this away. Going down deep. Penny. Top free. Langen. There's a shot through wide. OG comes down for it. Sends one down low. Penny gets a tip on this. Penny down low. Penny. Tail. It's in his feet. Going out of the zone. Ice. Down low, Comp with it. Get past Andrew. Jay turned over. Comp with it. Ryan picks it up. Backhands it out of the zone. Shift along. Comp on it. Ryan with a hit. Back down low. Lenny on it. Lenny with Andrew. Andrew pulls it out. Sends it right back down behind the net. Andrew to Lenny. Lenny drags this ahead. Chips it ahead for Ryan. Ryan through the middle, can't get it to Ryder. Puts Ryder stick though. Bounce puck, Ryder moves it in. Adams cycles for Andrew. Andrew picks this up, goes off the boards, through the middle, turned over. 2-on-2 with Hartz and Coops. Hartz gets a stick on this. Comp still with it though. Sent down low on Turk for a glove save. It's off 1-5. Behind the net. I think that's Coops, yep. It's ahead for Taya, and Taya drags it out of the zone. Jake pokes it ahead. Hartz doesn't get much on that. Goes in deep though. Comp with it. Harassed by, I think that's Leonard's. Sorry, I can't tell. Happy with the glove save and the whistle. Arch wins this draw. Shot through, blockered away. Coop steps down for it. 10 foot through the middle, hits some feet. Down low, cycled. Taya wakes this up through the middle. Jake tries to chip around, can't. Through the middle, connects, wide. Thrown off the boards, not out. Top view, keeps this in. Hartz overskates it. Down low, Fink, backhands one along for Koska. Koska exits near side, takes a look through the middle. It's in the zone. Nice shot. Puck up in the air. Kale knocks this down. Gets it out of the zone. Comp with it. Through the middle. Comp on it. At the blue line. And he tries to move this in deep. Cut off. Comp picks this up. Going in deep now. Langen gets chased. Jack's first one there. Tied up. Gets help. Puck comes free. Right in front of the net. Comp on it. Cycle down low. OG takes it away. OG skates out with it. South one, OG to Langen. Red line, Jack pitches in deep, glove down by Comp. Comp throws this out of the zone. Skip through the middle by Adams to Comp. Comp with it. OG flips in deep. Comp gloves it down. Comp behind the net. Adams on the forecheck. Comp still with it. Gets ahead. Langen grabs it. Comp with it at the red line. Ryan hard after it. Near side. Throwing in deep. Fox gets a full change here. Comp off the boards. Lenny misses this, but it comes right to Hartz. Hartz to Krochop. Krochop back to Mason. Hartz enters his zone with it. Poked off his stick into the corner. Hartz goes and gets it though. Mason behind the net with it. In his feet. Can't find it. Gets help. Rips far side. Skips Andrew's stick out of his own. Andrew rips it back in. Fox tags up. Fox moved in deep. Behind the net. Go top. Oh, weird bounce. Sticks right behind the net. Arch picks this up. Going in deep. Church drill puts this behind the net. Too far for Coach. Art's on it. Chipped along for Antea. Antea takes a look. Can't chip it out. Second effort hits a player on the comp bench. .6 left. This off comes to Keith. Keeps the kill. Off the glass. Out. Keith picks this up. Takes a look behind the net. Drops the fake. Think to Kale. Golly. Kale in deep after it. Sends one to the middle. Start of the third. Fox trails 2-1. Puck chip ahead. Coop steps down for this. Throws it in deep. Comp cuts it off. Near side. Comp throws it in deep. Ryan's the first one there. Takes a hit. Moves it along. Coop turned over. Puck up in the air. Into the net. Puck down low. Now pops up to Ryder. Tries to back in. Went out. Can't. Tied up by the D. It's helps him think. Ryan backhands this one. Into the bench. Takes off in the dot. Comp. Comes over the day too hard for Adams. Adams gets space though. Comp picks this up, throws the brakes on, exits with it. Gets off his stick, side choicer, drug through, offside. Comp with it, D to D. Front of their bench, to the middle connects. Knocked away by Hartz. Comp back on it though. Cut off by Hartz. Swiped away by Comp though. Tied up. In the corner. Behind the net now. Locked in the corner, tied up. Mitchell comes away, that moves it up for OG. OG sends one through over the net. Langen down low. Puck comes up to the point to Hartz. Hartz trips to Langen. Langen through the middle. And Taya back to Jack. Jack drops one down low to Hartz. Hartz through the contact. Shift through the middle. And Taya slides one to OG, scores. It's off one by Fox. Andrew on it. Lenny through the middle, doesn't connect. Puck in deep. Out takes it away. Jump with it, near side net. Shipped all the way through. Lenny picks this up. Lenny on it. Behind the net to Andrew. Andrew takes a look. Knocked off the puck. Andrew's going to take a penalty here. Maybe not. Comp's going to take a penalty. Fox to the power play. Draw one to Fink. Brings it down low. Comp. Up top. Coops picks it up. Coops down low. Spins out. Moves it up top. Over to Fink. Fink, top of the circle. Moves it to Adams. Over to Coops. Coops takes a look. Up top for Adams. Slides it down to Fink. Fink walks it in. Back to Adams. Back to Fink. Coops to Adams. Back to Fink. The bench imploring him to shoot. Comes to Fink. Fink shoots just wide. Coops on it. Down low. Okay, picks this up behind the net. Moves it up top for Jack. Jack takes a look. Slides it to Coops. Coops to Ryan. To Ryder. Bounces off his stick. Down low. Goalie saves. 1 minute left on the power play. Hart wins this draw. The G over to Langen. Langen top of circle, sends one through. Tip just wide. Cut off by OG, down low. Back to him. Over to Langen. Langen. Shot fan down. Tips around OG. Langen gets back though, cleans up. Langen picks it up, walks in, shoots, save. 25 seconds left on the power play. Jack over to OG. Shot wide, glove save. Clean went over to Andrew. Andrew to Lenny. Lenny to Andrew. Andrew sends one through. Oh, man, it was loose on the side of the net. Early whistle. Eight seconds left on the power play. Face off one to the point. Lenny on it. Over to Andrew. Andrew sends one through. It scores. That was tipped by Penny in front of the net. 1 second left on the power play. Hawks takes their first lead of the day. Puck down low, chipped out of the zone by Fox. Round one. Ryan turns him over. Puck comes to Liam. Liam, whoa! Liam went to take a shot, and the puck went like 3 feet, and the blade of his stick went about 30. Never seen that before. It was almost like an old two-piece stick, the way the blade just shot out of there. Puck back in along by Day. Cuts it off again at the red line, sends it in deep. Puck hits the rest of his stick. Toysher applies pressure. Through the middle, Ryan turns him over. Gets out of zone, though. Count picks this up. 3-on-2 now. Shot over the net. Okay, backhands this along. Cut off by Count to the point. Off the blue line, sends a shot through. Kirkstra kicks it into the corner. Feint, ties up the stick. Gets help. Puck pops right to Preston, and he covers. Hooks wins this draw. Puck in the corner. Feint from a knee. Chip to the head. Mateo leads the charge. Can't feed one through. Puck down low. Jake slides it to Hartz. Hartz has Fink. Can't get it through to him. Fink has that chipped around him. Shot. Preston with a save. Puck bounces all the way out to Hartz. Hartz, red line. Deep. Drop pass. Doesn't connect. Picks it up himself. Cycles it in deep. Down low. Takes a look. Through the middle. Can't get it through Langen's feet. He's going to turn up ice with it. Langen picks this back up. Onside. Tries to drag around. Puck kicked into the corner. Count picks this up. Through the middle. So round OG. Face off 1 to Lenny. Lenny off the glass. Hits a skate. Gets out of the zone. Knocked down. Comp enters the zone. Thrown in deep. Turks are out for it. Rims it around. Nobody home. Knocked down. Not out though. Still not. Now it comes out. Penny can't drag it through. Comp sends this in deep. Gets by Andrew. Andrew picks this up at the dot. Takes a look. Connects. Through the middle. Shot through. Glove save. Shot. Save. Face off down low. Lenny on it. Rims it around. Adams picks this up. Tries to chip for Ryan. Can't. Kept in. Right to Tertia. Moves it to Andrew. Andrew spins out of trouble. Takes a look. Skates it out himself. Moves up for Ryan. Ryan enters around 1. On his backhand. Shoots. Save. Try to go short side. It's off. Tied up. Ryan wins it down low. Chips. Scoops. Stick. Skate the stick. Thrown in through the crease. Okay. Down for it. Chip down by Comp rather. Catches that through the middle. And on Coops. Coops seals the body. Takes the puck. Slides it up to Ryan. Ryan's got Liam with him. Throws the sauce through the middle for Fink. Fink's not going to get there. Proceeds to forecheck though. Comp picks this up. Comes out near side. To the middle. Hooks away. Knocked off the puck. Calling for it in the middle. Shot. Save. And Teo with a clean look. Hooks this away. Comes up to Langen. Holds the line. Ooh, Jack gets sent down, but he keeps the puck in. And Teo. Down low. They're going to get a call here on Comp. Cross check. Box back to the power play. Comp tossed out. And he wins this. Moved up top to Langen. Langen over to OG. Defense went through. Saved. Goalie covered. It's off one by Comp. OG can't keep this in. Dropped. Poked away. Comp exits with it. Jeez. It's off one to Lenny. Over to Andrew. Andrew takes a look. Drops for Lenny. Lenny to Andrew. Trying to get it to Ryan. Ryan backhands one along to himself. Moves it up top for Andrew. Andrew walks it down. Doesn't get all of that. Bouncing puck through the middle. Top can't clear. Now they do. Lenny picks it up. Ryder calling for it in the middle. Lenny can't get it to him. Now he does. Drops it way back to him. Lenny's got Ryan with him. Just can't quite feather it through. Comp gets it in though. Ryan gives chase. Rimmed all the way along. Cut off by Fox. Up top to Andrew now. Andrew over to Lenny. Lenny for Andrew. Andrew rips over to Ryder. Ryder takes a look. Back to Andrew. Andrew to Ryder. Ryder skips his stick. At the hash mark. Slides it to Andrew. He walks down. Over to Lenny. Lenny's back door doesn't connect. Adams on it. 30 seconds left on the power play. Ryan. Shot. He saves. Lenny picks it up in the corner. Lenny, good time. Moves it to Andrew. Andrew back down to Lenny. Lenny gives it to Andrew. Andrew floats off the wall, sends one through. Tipped by Ryan up into the net. 16 seconds left on the power play. Hartz wins this clean to Fink. Fink backhands one along. Got through, save, loose. Hartz on the backhand. Couldn't find it. Hartz has his stick tied up. Chipped up to Coop. That will do it for the power play. Coops to Fink. Fink shot through. Oh, goalie flashed the blocker at the last second. Puck out of the zone. Coops fumbles this, gets it right back up. Takes a look, drags around one. Red line, deep. Comp brings this around. Through the middle. Exits his zone with it. Hartz forces a deep drop. Heads up. Coops tried to go high off the glass. Instead, he went high off the side of the building. It's off one by Penny. Langen comes out with it, chips it ahead. Beats out the icing. Puck. Iced. Nice off. Hits the ref's gate. Comp on it. On the net. Ships out. Andrew steps. Takes it away. Sends one through. Down low now. Through the middle. Connects. Andrew on it. Rims it in deep. Goalie out to play it. Through the middle. Connects. Running. Forces them back. Turned in deep. Fox tips it out of the zone. Dale gets a stick on this. Not all of it, though. Turned over to Day. Dale pokes this ahead for Ryan. Turned in deep. Dale cuts it off. To Day. Can't get it to Ryan. Turned over and turned over again. Think on it. Off the boards for Day. Day off the boards. Cut off by Comp. Comp enters the zone. Day chips ahead. Ryder can't drag it around. Tied up. Help from Day. Day moves it forward. Rolling clock. Ryan takes a hack at it. Turned over. Not over. Now it's out. Wins this draw. Takes it away. In the middle. Langen picks this up. Side of the net. Behind the net now. Tipped up to Hartz. Hartz through the middle for Anthea. Anthea goes wide. Throws the brakes on. Tries to hit Hartz. Doesn't connect. Big bounce off the boards. Comp with it through the middle. Gets a stick on this. Puts to play. Through the middle. And on Langen. Langen swipes at the puck. Gets a stick on it. Not out of the zone, though. Shot is blocked by Anthea. Down low. Oh, brother broke it safe for Langen. Comp enters the zone. Drop pass. Shot blocked. Loose. OG tries to ice it out and gets glove down. Comp picks this up. Tries to enter the zone. Can't. Now he does. Puck, big bounce to OG. With an empty net. Cut off by Henning. Henning flips to Kale. Kale gets this to the red line. Not out. Ties it up. Comp takes it D-side. Comp enters the zone. Throws it in deep. Churchler can't get there. Kale picks this up. Knocked off the puck. Comp centers one up in the air. Kale gloves this down. Throws this out of the zone. How's that icing? It went off their stick. Draw deep in the Fox zone. 50.4 left. Empty net. Right up in the dot. Comp with it. Shot. Just wide. Had it by Coops. Behind the net. Fink rather. Today. Sends one through. Scores. Soft one forward. Top, D to D. Diving it with it. 20 seconds. Chip around and Taya. Through the middle, connects. Hart stands him up. Hart's backhands this in deep. 10 seconds left. Top through the middle. In the zone. That will do it. Fox wins 4-2. We'll see you tomorrow. Fox takes on Honda twice.